what's up, guys, and welcome back to our NHL expansion draft Mississauga Ice Dog franchise.
Something a little different for you. This is episode 4?
5?
5?
4, 5?
In that range.
In that range. This one's been fun, man.
It's different, and that's what's made it fun.
Yeah, I love the expansion feel. I love that we're changing things up. So, without further ado, because we're just excited to get into some gameplay, let's get it started. And we can start talking hockey right now, which is fantastic. Because right now, the NHL season is well into the mix of things.
Yeah, we're almost a month in already.
And we are seeing just some quality hockey from none other than the team we're playing right now, the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Les Bleus et Blancs.
They are, like... How else do you put it besides dominating?
I mean, let's play devil's advocate here. We are putting goals up at an alarming rate.
That is what
But we're also allowing goals at an alarming rate.
No here, no there. Pish posh. No, I mean, yeah, it's not a sustainable thing, obviously. Like, you never want to play the offensive runs. I mean, we saw that kind of hockey back with Ron Wilson and all that kind of business. But, I mean, at the same time, like, keep in mind here, like, look at the quality that you're seeing from our youngsters right now.
Yep.
Austin Matthews has freaking, like...
Almost 10 goals.
Almost 10 goals. He's got, like, 17 points.
Yep.
And starting with the poke checks again.
Oh, I just blew him up.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Like 17 points, 16 points, something stupid like that already?
Put it this way. Last I checked, 4 of the top 5 point producers in the NHL are Toronto Maple Leafs.
Yeah. Morgan Riley's having the beginning of a season that
trophy.
is absolutely stupid good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just crazy, man. It's crazy to see how well these kids are working.
And the funny thing is like, he's the veteran on the back end.
Yeah,
and he's like 24.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
You're not lying, man. You're not lying, which is why I expect this game to be a tough one. They got Nylander in the lineup. You got Matthews. Apparently JVR's still here for some freaking reason. Oh, good stop there by McGinn. And we got Schaller and Ekholm going the other way.
You know what they say about 2-on-1s?
And
You should score!
Matthias Ekholm jumps up in the rush and puts one past, it looks like Curtis McElhinney.
Yeah.
I don't think that was Freddie. I'll have to double check that one. I only saw the 3, so could be either or. Oh, look at that drive. Oh, driving through. That's almost a rebound there for Connor Murphy.
Try just play possession game right now.
That's it. Boom! Larson just throws down Connor Murphy back here.
Oh, that might be...
Wow.
You're not a Leaf anyways.
Yeah, you're no longer
You're with
there.
Dallas.
We did you a favor.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. Yeah. Here comes the Bozak, Kadri, Marleau line. So
Bozak just popped his first for St. Louis, too.
He did. Apparently he's been playing some half-decent hockey out there. I mean, just like the two-way game that you expect from Bozy. Which, I know he lost playing with JDR and with Kessel way back when. But, you know, when that guy came in the league, he was a very responsible two-way player. He was good at face-offs. You know, he was definitely
more bread and butter.
Definitely more of a defensive player. And then playing with those guys obviously kind of heightened his offensive opportunities. While at the same time, you know, leading behind the defense that he should have been playing. So, you know, kind of seeing him go back to his bread and butter is always a good situation. I think that really helps out St. Louis. I mean, these guys went out and got O'Reilly and Bozak in the same offseason.
They got some of the best two-way centers in the game right now.
That's what I mean. So when it comes to quality's sake and, you know, trying to help out
that's power play.
That part of their team, they did well.
I told you in one of our last first episodes here that I have St. Louis being my sleeper pick to do some damage.
I mean, why not? So one thing we will have to do, and I don't think we've done it yet, is we have a fantasy hockey team.
We do. We
haven't discussed that at all. So somehow, some way.
Yeah, somehow we gotta, I don't know if...
Toss this in here.
It's going to be hard because we're both so attentive to the game.
And playing.
Yeah, that to do a breakdown.
Oh, that squeezes through. Off to the races here.
Oh, I'm going to get lit up. That's penalty!
That's a
5-on-3.
There it is. These Ice Dogs are no pushovers anymore, man.
Nah, man.
They are no pushovers here. That's what I like to see.
On Toronto. Okay.
Do they now?
Yeah. Something different. I see you.
There it goes.
Oh!
Oh, that is Freddie.
It is Freddie.
Okay, so it's 31. So it wasn't C-Mac. So we are playing the best of the best.
He's just having a hard time.
He's taking the dump.
He's got a little bit of a headache.
He's pushing a dump out right there.
Just on the bench.
Right there, he's having a mute malfunction. Which, if anybody who listens to Overdrive, anybody watching from the Toronto area, is one of the funniest things I've seen on Overdrive in my entire life.
Oh, there's a rebound.
Like, LeBron, while on the phone, just tears a hole through his chair. It is great audio, man, I'm telling you. I don't know if I've shown you that one. You're going to have to listen to it after we shoot this episode, but it is funny.
I have not.
Konecny with the burn. Oh, a little spinorama.
Yeah.
He scores.
So we got a penalty. We got a goal in the penalty kill and a goal in the power play now.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's special teams coming out to play tonight.
Travis Konecny makes that play on that dirty spinorama off Morgan Riley.
Yeah. He's our captain of the future. I'm calling it now.
Really?
I'm calling it now.
Konecny.
Depending on how Zadina pulls out and... But Zadina to me is Phil Kessel. He's going to be your offensive spark plug. He's not going to be your captain.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So I'm interested to see how that pans out. I mean, keep in mind, we're going to be getting some, probably see some free agents come down the line. So, I don't know. Konecny, I don't know if he's going to be a guy who's, would you say a first liner has to be a captain always?
Not necessarily. Okay. Not necessarily at all.
I think that changes the game then, if that's how you look at it. Oh, that's
because, I mean, like, you look...
Oh, that one finds his way in.
Scores!
Here we go. Anastasio moving the puck around. Oh, fires that one off. I think that was Tobias Reeder tries to get a shot on goal.
Yeah, Steve. Remember that guy?
Yeah, the guy who scores goals for us. Oh, Hyman just got plowed. Send him. Konecny's on the way. Ron Hainsey.
Oh, come on, Ron Hainsey.
That was a good goal. Good goal. Yeah, right back around for Konecny. Find the points. Moving the puck around well here. Oh, that's a big clapper right there.
That does not miss by much.
That's flying all the way
it's going to be a penalty.
Down. Nope.
Okay, we're good.
We hit him from both sides, so it kept him straight. There we go. Reeder going to lead the way here. Off to Killorn. Killorn hold it up. Back to Reeder. Oh! Freddie Anderson just squares it up.
We're finding some holes in his defense.
And right now,
this is like real Leafs right now.
This Mississauga team is flying.
Yeah, I mean...
Flying right now.
Given we killed the penalty, so it's not like I can say we've had it easy right now. Oh, I tried to play that back.
Komarov's still here, apparently. He should be out in...
Long Island.
Out in Long Island with the
rest of the leftover Leafs?
Yeah, the suffering team that's out there. Couldn't get that one in there. There we go. Oh, Jakey holds that one through. Zaitsev making the move out now, and here they come the other way. Komarov, he just gets absolutely leveled.
Oh, sorry, Morgan.
I love that our D can just destroy people. It's fantastic. I mean, we really got guys who can skate and throw the body.
Yep.
Oh, I'm going to hold it out to the last second.
No, that's not support.
Manson. There we go. Frick hit that point. We got a shout out from Jordan showing some love for his boy Frick there, getting some top line minutes. Oh, my God.
There's a penalty.
Here we go with these frickin' poke check penalties again. Corpi Salo standing up big there.
Hey, you know what? We made the trade. He is the guy now.
We called it out.
He is the guy.
We called it out. We said, when you screw up, buddy, you got a short leash.
Yep.
And since Corpusalo's been getting the starts, I felt very comfortable with our goaltending. So,
ref, move.
No less. That's what we're going to be running here. Oh. On Gundam style. Hey, sexy lady. There we go. Shot. That's a penalty.
Yeah!
That's a... Hey, Toronto, man, like in real life, you don't want to be giving this Mississauga team some power plays.
So I know this was a running joke between me and Mats and Mike there for a little bit, but like, legitimately, can the Leafs finish above 50% on the power play this year?
Would you be surprised if they did?
It's such a rarity.
It is. But at the same time, you look at how stupid our power play is, and that's a nice tip. Hugs and kisses there, just trying to throw one at the net.
That's sometimes all it takes.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to play some two-way hockey here,
Way to run through him,
bud. Oh, God.
Zaitsev apparently playing up on forward. Oh, Frick almost takes Hainsey out. Oh, God. Okay, 2-on-1. 2-on-1 again. Konecny takes the pass right back. Oh! Anderson's able to...
I see you!
Oh, that was bad. Oh! Freddie Anderson with a massive saves. All right, here we go. Trying to find that slot. Oh, nice block. What the hell was that? Is that Hyman? Yeah, that's Hyman. He's a good pro. He goes out. He works out with Browner. He loves his family. He's a good pro. Oh, I tried to hold him out. Oh, Kadri just got plowed.
Poor guy.
That's Travis Konecny again, really showing his worth here. Oh, wow, that's a good shot.
It's a little 4-on-4. A lot of open ice right now.
Yes, there is. And this is two fast teams out here.
Yeah.
If it's one thing that we get with guys who can skate. Reeder there with a little bit of the hook gets away with it. Corpusalo, the massive save.
Play that way.
Here we go.
Here we go. Man advantage coming up.
Reeder's got a little bit of time and space here. The toe drag. Drop pass. Caught him.
Oh!
That gets across goal.
I tried to hit you.
Ekholm back on the D. Oh, big save. Big save, Korpisalo. There we go. Back the other way now. You got Anastasiou, who's got some wheels. He's got the quick snapper.
Oh, yeah.
Jake Gardner blocking shots, eh?
When was that ever happening?
He's buying into the system. Austin Matthews.
Oh, he cuffed him.
Yeah, Matthews just throwing some heat there. There we go. Boom. There's the breakout. Killorn now. Throwing a little maneuver there. Drops it back for Murphy.
Oh, I tried to pass that.
Ooh.
Oh, that's cutesy. Okay. So, who would you say has been your most underrated Leaf tonight or this year?
Oh, man. Oh, no.
What the?
Attaboy, Corpy.
Stop it.
Attaboy, yeah, look like he's stretching out his leg on his back. Not sure what's happening there. Underrated Leaf.
Underrated Leaf. Like, who do you feel is not getting the attention they deserve right now? Like, who's doing the quiet things in the corners?
Oh, Kadri. 100%.
And you know what? The funny thing, I agree with you threefold. And yet, he's the one that's been, I find, taking the most heat.
Yeah, well, because he's not scoring goals.
Yeah.
But when you have Austin Matthews and Tavares and Nylander and Kasperi Kapanen, who's looking fantastic.
He's actually looking like a first-round draft pick.
He looks like the guy that we traded for when we traded Phil Kessel.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Kapanen.
That's a comfort. That's a comfort.
We just talked about him. Must have been ringing in his ears. And he's like, let me come out, coach. I want to play two-way hockey. Which he's doing.
Yeah.
And
he's like great. And like, I would really want Tyler Ennis to make it like earn his keep with the Leafs, but Kapanen has looked phenomenal there.
No, he looks fantastic there, and I love that. In that fourth line, you got Freddie Gauthier, who's really eating some good minutes. Like, I don't expect anything from Freddie to go, but if he can be a good, solid fourth line center just grinds and eats minutes, I'm good with it.
That's all I ever expected of Freddie, and that's all I've ever wanted from Freddie.
And you know what? Like, he's good at face-offs. He's got that big body. He can kill penalties. He's got that long reach, like attacking the point. And it's allowing for Par Lindholm to move up and play third line with Kadri, which the three of them with Brown have looked pretty good.
They are a fun line.
Like,
they are fun line.
And it's it's nice to see Lindholm kind of bring the offensive side that he has. Because apparently in Sweden, like, he's not
respectful.
just not a two-way player. Like, he actually plays a good two-way game. So I think that move has been really interesting. And to be honest, like, it's just been fun watching Leaf hockey again.
Yep.
And I mean, since the Matthews era has started with, Nylander, Marner, all these guys coming up at the same time, that's when it's really turned around. But now you add in John Tavares and, the
complementary pieces.
The pieces that they've added in, like Igor Rozhganov. I didn't know what to expect with that guy.
I'm not sold.
You know what? He's not a superstar. But if he eats minutes, if he can be a better Roman Polak, you take it.
True.
That's it. Like, he can skate better than Polak. He's got a better first pass out of the zone than Polak. I take that all day, happily. Happily. So, definitely a win for us there, at the very least. Oh, yeah, bud. And then somehow still, Leo Komarov. That must be why Lou went after him. Apparently he just holds pucks all day.
So,
oh, wow. Oh, but we got 2-on-1 out of this. Reader.
Oh.
I thought he'd be ready for the pass, so I'm like, let me think shot here for a second.
I was just scratching that. I was trying to get a rebound or something.
So apparently Jason Pominville's on the Leafs too.
Yeah, why not?
I mean,
why not?
I thought he retired, but...
No, he was back on Buffalo for a bit there.
Oh, God, that shot got through hard.
Oh, that had no business getting up front.
So
that's your most underrated player.
Yeah.
So who has been your most...
disappointing?
Yes.
Disappointing.
I have a guy in mind.
Nylander for not playing.
Okay. I don't think... for some reason, I thought we were the Leafs.
So are you talking about on the ice disappointing then?
Yes.
So it can't be Nylander.
No.
We'll
come to the Nylander talk by the third period.
See, this one's tough because I like what I'm seeing from a lot of guys. Like, I think there's guys who aren't doing what they should 100%, but I wouldn't say they're terrible. That's kind of where I'm at. Like, so I'd probably say Dermott. He's not been...
He's not what he's been last year?
What he was, yeah. And I mean, like, again, it's him adjusting to a full season in the NHL now, right?
Yep.
That's a game changer. You touched on Ozhiganov obviously not being stellar, but I don't think he's supposed to be that, so I don't know if he counts.
No, he's not a top four.
You got the Zaitsev-Gardner pairing in itself. I mean, they're not incredible by any means. And Ron Hainsey, I can't stand him.
Oh, God. If there's one player I could trade...
Yeah. Like,
for nothing more than a bag of pucks.
If I could have him going tomorrow, he's out the door.
For nothing more than a bag of pucks, he's gone.
I'd honestly rather have Justin Holl playing
Yeah, I enjoyed his little 3-game.
Or one of Cali Rosen and what's his face? Borgman.
Yeah, other 2 defensemen I really enjoyed.
Like, those are the guys I'd rather see up there right now than Hainsey.
Yeah.
And it's, if I had him as a depth guy, fine. But I don't want him as the starting guy.
Yeah, not a top 4 role.
First line. He's playing with freaking Riley, man. Doesn't make any sense. He didn't play first line with Pittsburgh. Why the hell is he first liner with our squad? Like,
that's gonna be trouble.
Rolling pucks.
That's gonna be trouble.
Oh, where'd you get that? That's Manson all day. Yeah. Oh, little McDangle. Oh!
Nosen. He's been dirty for us a little bit this year.
That kid's been shooting some solid pucks here.
Okay. Richie, a guy that just signed.
Yeah, loving that.
You get that, Willie? Yeah, what's happening here?
So, are we getting it? So you asked me the question, so who's yours now? Your surprise that you love and your disappointment to this point in the season.
So, surprise that I love, like you hit the nail on the head. Kadri, just because he's not scoring goals doesn't mean he's not doing his job.
Bingo.
He's been fantastic. The fact that Leafs can roll out 2 offensive lines, Kadri doesn't necessarily need to pop in that 30-goal mark.
He's got 4 assists to start the season.
That's fine.
And he's winning faceoffs.
He's shutting down their top lines.
Yep.
I'm perfectly happy with it.
Bingo.
Who I'm heavily disappointed in, though, and it is on the back end, Jake Gardner.
Well, Jake's always kind of been flopping around in that discussion for a long time, right?
He's coming up on a contract. Do you look to flip him? Do you look to see what maybe you can get?
But that's where I feel like the conversation comes into what do you have in Hull? What do you have in Rosen? Is Timothy Liljegren going to make an appearance this season? Like, how's his AHL term going to go this year?
I don't think he'll make an appearance this year, but I definitely, he's definitely, there's nothing.
There we go.
He's definitely part of the Leafs' future plan. He has to be.
Wow. No kidding.
I'm surprised Rosen hasn't cracked the club, to be honest with you, after what he's done in the A.
And you also can't forget about Rasmus Sandin. Like, that kid, he could be in the AHL this year if he goes well in the OHL with the Sioux.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So, there's definitely potential for guys that come up at that piece. And I mean, really, Gardner is a second pairing guy. And I really see that Rosen or Borgman could be that second pairing guy. But it's just going to be a matter of where does the offense come from the defensive side.
Rosen is an offensive... he was money in the AHL last year.
Oh, God. He had some rough points, though. And I think that's why, they gave him his fair shot at camp. But at the same time said maybe he needs a little bit more time to develop to the, North American game, right? So I got high hopes for both of them, though, to be honest. Oh, we were just taking it to Toronto this game. Like, the boys came out to play, and I'm loving it. Loving it. Oh, tip.
I just wanted to get in front of the net and call
nice tip.
Hainsey, get out of here.
Oh, yeah. Kills him.
Huh!
Good feet.
Oh,
my God. That was a clap.
Pitch it. Oh, there's a penalty.
That was a clap bomb if I've ever seen one. All right, it's okay. We got Larson back. Good, steady stay at home. Play some good D. Well, if that's Grabner or Grubauer, it's in the back of the net.
Woo!
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
That was unnecessary.
That
was just like, hey guys, look what I can do. That's what that was. Oh, that was supposed to be a flip out.
So I feel like we're done a little bit early here. I want to finish wrapping up the Leafs before we start talking about some other teams.
Okay.
So let's talk William Nylander.
This is a pain point for Leafs. Because really, do we need him right now?
No.
We don't.
No.
I would have said perhaps, depending on how the Ennis experiment played out, but with Kapanen stepping in and doing a phenomenal job. Ooh. Do you need him now?
Right now, you don't. Like, Kapanen's playing out of the job.
Yep.
And I don't think that's to say that, like...
Get out of here.
Whatever. He's had a good game so far. I don't think that's to say that, Kapanen is the heir to the throne. But I think that if the kid keeps showing that chemistry with Austin, and I mean... It seems like
the speed and skill to
match. That's exactly, you know what, you hit it right on the head. That's exactly what I was going to say. It seems like Austin excels with fast, creative players.
Yeah. And
it's just skill with skill.
That's why he came out last year and said you want to play more of Marner.
Bingo. And it's nothing against Nylander. It's just that Marner's that creative mind. And I feel like, with Kapanen, you'll see a guy who will shoot, he'll pass, he's quick, he's got good skill. Like, I think this is the Kapanen that the Leafs have been waiting to see.
Yeah.
So...
I think it's just Kapanen was never given his fair share, like his fair chance to work with elite players.
And the problem was, at that point, how could you? Your lines were set in stone last year. They were too good. The Leafs put up a hell of a season.
Yeah.
And you're not trying to break any chemistry. So, all Nylander's doing is showing the Leafs, like, hey, maybe they don't need me.
The thing is, like, I definitely think if you're comparing Kapanen and Nylander one to each other, ironically, both their fathers were NHLers and all that jazz. But you look at them. I definitely think Nylander's the better two-way player of the two.
Well, it's a growth thing, and I think that's with both of them. Like Nylander's not necessarily an defensive forward by trait, right? Like that's something that he picked up with Babs.
Yes.
And I don't think he's great at it yet either.
That's something Babcock wants from all of his players, right? Is accountability.
And that's where I feel like he can get the same thing from Cap, right? And Kapanen's even got more speed than he does. And you know what? Kapanen even throws the body, which I kind of love about his game. He's got a little bit of an edge to it, which I don't mind at all. So it's kind of one of those things for me where I think Nylander's only hurting himself by not coming back. And as much as I love Willie, and I'd love to have Willie back in the lineup,
join that team.
At the same time, hey man, if you don't want to play ball, you need to know that you're not the top guy on this team. So why would a not top guy, and I hate to say it because he's a great player, be paid a top salary?
Mm-hmm.
Like the guy's asking $10 million. Like,
is he asking that much?
Their original ask when they came to the table this offseason was $10 million.
A year.
Now, that's McDavid, Austin Matthews money. You haven't put up.
When you are comparing that dollar value,
your comparables are horrible.
No, that's. I thought he was in the 8 range.
No. So the Leafs said, "Hey, how about 6?" And then he said, "Okay, let's meet at 8." So to me, and I'm sorry, like Nylander fans out there, I don't knock him. I'm a Leafs fan, die hard through and through.
Yeah, he was the first of our creme to come through.
He's not worth $8 million.
No.
He is at best a $6.5 million a year guy. And I think, we listened to the Chicklets podcast there.
I got you sold it.
Yeah, Paul Bissonnette and Ryan Whitney hit on the head. Wouldn't you rather take a bit of a pay cut? Because when you're making $6 million, I'm sorry, like what's $2 million from the 8? You're making bank. Don't you want to win plenty of cups with a good group of guys, your friends?
Yeah.
Take a little bit less. Let your star players who are actually the stars get paid.
The top of the team. And they're going to be undercutting themselves.
Bingo.
But they're looking for the championship. They're looking for the dynamic. They're looking to recreate what the Red Wings had in the early 90s.
So let's put it this way. Mutz Mike and I looked up some numbers.
Sorry, late 90s.
John Tavares' first contract after his entry-level deal was for $5.5 million. He just got paid now.
Yeah, I remember.
Now. So you tell me where in that right mind. And at this point, JT is putting up comparable numbers. He was a 60-point guy until he got a little bit into that contract.
Oh!
And that's the point where he finally became the 80-point, 90-point player you know today.
That we see.
Yeah. So,
the fact to get a stick on that.
We're just dominating this game right now. It's fantastic hockey, guys. This Mississauga team could be turning a corner here.
Not bad for,
for
Vegas
expansion.
can.
And Vegas can do it. You look at that John Tavares kid, and this guy's a top pick. Like, you're talking first overall. Now, Willie.
You even look at that draft class. Think what Hedman did in Tampa this past year. Last year.
It doesn't make sense to me. And I get market value, but that's the problem. What is the market value for a William Nylander who is a top 6 scoring winger? It's $6 million, $6.5.
Agreed. You look at the comparables. You say it all the time. Look at Reinhart.
Oh, Sam Reinhart signed for peanuts.
In Buffalo.
And he's a center. And
look at
what a save that was.
That was a good save. Look at what Richie just signed for.
Richie just signed for nothing.
3 years.
Oh my God, Anderson.
Way to stay in there.
Whew.
Richie just signed for 3 years.
4.6.
Yeah.
3.
Yeah. Given. Completely different player. Richie's definitely a power forward. Exactly.
But arguably a guy who could play top 6. You know what I mean? So, to me, it's one of those things.
These guys are just
shooting it out to our bench.
How are these not continual penalties right now?
It's, for me right now, it's one of those things. It's like, Willie, shit or get off the pot, buddy. Sign the deal or get out. Because, right now, you're losing your fans in Toronto.
Yeah.
All you're showing us is that you're about the money.
Yep, and that's not what Toronto's built on. Not this era.
No, this team right here is like, I'll take whatever it takes to make this team stay a winner. Like, Anderson is just losing his mind right now.
There's the...
This might be a record for most pucks shot over the boards.
I think they realize they're not winning, so they're just trying to injure our players.
Well, they're also wasting our time. We're out here to win games, baby. That's what we're trying to do.
I
hate when that happens, but it's going to stay in. Oh, yes, Reader. Nosin for Konechny. Oh my God, just driving the net. Kill. Oh, come on. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Keeping it in. Look at this hustle. Come on, boys. Oh, Ekholm still battling. And there it is. Not going far. Pocket picked. Yeah, I heard it go. Matthias going to carry this one out. Right in there.
It's really, I'm really curious to see what, I pulled back to take a shot, what the Marners and Matthews will sign for.
So,
because that will really determine.
Matthews is going to be in the 10 to 11 range. He's going to get a John Tavares contract.
Yeah, for sure.
And
I think Marner will come in around like 9.
Marner's going to be in the 8 to 10. And for me, Marner gets a little bit more than Nylander because Marner has more creativity on the ice.
Oh, God, yeah. He's got better vision.
His two-way game is much better than Nylander's. He skates his ass off like a dart all game. And he's only gotten better. And you know what? Babcock said, he goes, this season, he looks like he's playing junior again.
The thing about Marner that amazes me is, he's been the top dog of his draft class.
Oh, yeah.
All the teams before the Leafs to draft at 4 looked like fools for not having drafted Marner.
We'll take it all day, man. You know, sometimes you got to get lucky, right? And that's, you know, again, you hit on the head with Detroit. These guys, all these teams skipped out on these players that Detroit drafted, and they all became superstars.
Yep.
So, you know, it's nice that finally, you know, the Leafs are starting to find some luck with their picks. Because for the longest time, what we were drafting was never guys who made the NHL.
Oh!
And obviously that's becoming an issue because, especially in a salary cap era, you got to build off the draft. You can't just do free agency anymore or late, you know, draft or trading at the trade deadline.
Yep.
Trade deadline, as you know, and all hockey fans will know
just
now.
Be for tweaking.
Yeah, that's it. You're looking for that one piece.
90% of the time, they are rentals.
Depth rentals. That is all you're getting at that point in the game.
During,
oh, what a shot.
Wow. During the offseason, you'll see the more impactful trades.
Oh, yeah.
A la Kessel going to Pittsburgh.
Hall for Larson.
Yep, and I was just going to say Weber for Subban.
Yep.
Those are the more impactful trades. You'll see that.
But
trade deadlines, never.
You never make that deal at that point right now. That could be a locker room crushing trade.
Yep. And
in the middle of the season, you never want to throw that down.
Yeah, that's just you're not sending a positive message.
No, you never want to show your team that you're giving up. So, again, that being said, the latest update is that Kyle Dubas is flying out to Switzerland to go see Willie Nylander to try and get this contract completed. Now, the deadline for Willie to get his deal done to get into this NHL season is fast approaching.
We're halfway through October already.
You got about 2 weeks for him to get his contract signed until he's done for the year. So, you got to make a choice here. And if I'm Kyle Dubas, I'm saying Nylander is, if he's sitting out this season, he's sitting for the team. And I hate it because I wanted the big guys to stay together. They're a fun group.
The 3.
They look like they're super tight.
Well, it's even the fact that Dubas came out and said, oh shit.
Nice tip.
Dubas came out and said, we have the financial means to keep these 3 together. We will keep them together. So it's even kind of showing Dubas and his word, right?
But the big thing is that they need to want to stay.
Yes.
Right? So if money is more to you than winning a bunch of championships with a good group of guys who you call your friends, then take that attitude elsewhere. Because that's my mentality on the whole thing.
The funny thing is, and I'm going to sound like a pure asshole right now, I know these people personally. Of the 2, Sammy Kapanen and Michael Nylander, who do you think was more team-oriented?
I don't know. See, Cap I only remember him from Philly. And he did his role there.
Remember him in Carolina days? You kidding me?
Oh, yeah, Carolina too. Well, I just think of Philly every time because I think Kapanen, Darcy Tucker crushing him in the playoffs.
Of course, and stumbling to the bench.
That's mostly my memory of him. So that's the unfortunate reality with him. Nylander, I just remember him playing on 12 teams.
Yep. Why?
Well, just jumping around, getting contracts, right?
See my point?
Yep, it's there. It's there. And it makes sense. His dad, you're going to learn off dad and whatever your agent's telling you to do. So obviously at this point in time, his agent's telling him make max value. And, it's not necessarily that Willie's the one who's saying the stuff that's coming out, in the media right now. Of I want my value. I know what I'm worth. I don't want to fall in behind the other guys. That's not healthy.
No.
That's a bad locker room.
Even if you're coming in now, what do you think the guys are saying?
Oh, yeah. It's like Le'Veon Bell. The perfect example. You got guys making a lot less, doing a lot more than you are out there. You kind of got to pick your battles. And understand, hey, man, maybe I take $1 million less, $2 million less, but I'm top 6 on a great team. And I do my job, and my next contract, maybe I get that extra. And that's even if you're questioning it, take the bridge. Prove yourself after 2 years. Take a $4 to $6 million bridge do what Nazem Kadri did. And how do you think Kadri got paid? He had to prove himself first.
Yep.
And he got himself his deal.
Now, here's the other kind of... Yes, I know Marner and Matthews is the big thing next year, as Nylander is this year. But once that's done, the next big contract is Freddie.
Yep.
Freddie's fast approaching.
Well, he was, what, $5 million?
5 for 5.
Yeah.
That was 2 years ago already.
Yeah.
So, would you say Toronto's window to really maximize on their cash is the length of Freddie's contract?
Well, Freddie, if he's
because Freddie's in for a huge payday.
Yeah, he's probably going up about the 8 range, I'd say.
Oh my God.
Especially if he keeps doing crap like that. But, oh Jesus.
Really, that's a penalty?
Oh Jesus. That poor guy.
I'm pretty sure that's coming off.
He's getting paid, and it's probably going to be in the $7-8 million range. You know that already.
Yep.
But at the same time, it's got to show performance, right? If the Leafs make it further into the playoffs this year, Freddie's definitely getting that raise. But it's got to be consistent, though, right? Because that's been the peg on him right now, is that he hasn't been able to steal us a playoff series.
Well, I was going to say even some games. He's made a couple big saves during key games. Don't get me wrong, but he's single-handedly won a game for us.
I don't know if I'd go that far. Probably not. Whereas, funny enough, I feel like James Reimer stole plenty of games against the Boston series.
Oh, God.
Way back when.
Did he
and you argue that he's obviously not the level that Freddie Anderson is, right? So, I mean, it's all about making the big save at the big time, and it's all about getting, the max out of your goalie when it's required.
True.
So, it's been interesting to see how everything's kind of planned out. And I think we got a great story. Wow.
So, okay, finish your thought, because then I got a continual piece.
Yeah, that was pretty much it for me. It's like, I'm just curious to see how it goes.
So then, where is Sparks in all this? Because I truly think Leafs' time to shine is with Freddie on this contract. Because once he comes up...
I think Garrett Sparks is here as a backup. Yes. I don't think you're getting anything more to Sparks than that.
No.
Like, he's not in this system. I think right now the Maple Leafs' future goaltending is on the back of Joseph Woll.
Yes.
So if he pans out, that's their goal of the future. If he does not, we are screwed again. And that's kind of where I look at it, and I'm sure you could ask a bunch of Leaf fans. I'm sure you guys agree with me. Or just hockey fans in general. The Leafs' pipeline for goaltending is not strong. You just lost Calvin Pickard. You lost C-Mac, who obviously is not a starter, but...
No, not at his age.
For the sake of a backup, like, he's a solid backup goaltender who can eat games.
He can hold the fort.
Oh,
come on.
So that's where now, like, I put question into, okay, so you have Cassie Kuo in the minors.
Who's a KHL kid.
Not projected to be a starter.
Nope.
And then you have Joseph Woll.
Yep. Who's not even in the AHL yet.
No. But that's because he's still young. He's going to go through the U.S. Development.
I think he was playing in the O.
I think, no. I think he's U.S. Development, and I think he also might be playing college, if I'm not mistaken.
Colgate?
I can't remember what school exactly, but I'm pretty sure he went that route. Like most American players.
Oh, right? God.
There we go. Good to know. So that's kind of where the goaltending situation lays. So you really got to see what you're getting out of Freddie at this point. Like, are you sold that he's your number one guy, and are you going to pay him that cash? Or are you saying, hey, Woll, I'm going to come knocking in 3 years, bud. Let's hope that you're ready. Or is Garrett Sparks the holdover goalie? Is he good enough to buy you a couple years, maybe give you some playoff runs in that time until Woll's ready?
Well, he did buy us a championship in the AHL.
But the quality of player there is not...
No, it's not AHL.
Not the same.
It's, AHL. It's the
AHL.
minors for the reason.
Yeah. So that's kind of where I stand with that piece. I think, as a Leaf fan right now, there's no better time to sit back and watch to see what this team's going to do. And kind of see where the growth is now. The pipelines, they're pretty swollen. Versus before, they were just empty.
Yeah, they're pretty girthy right now.
Just grossly empty, and no excitement really coming down the pipe. So now that we've kind of turned the corner, you got some absolute star players now. The caliber is there.
Ooh, that's close.
As that man who just pulled that bad boy off. But now you just kind of wait and see. How's everything pan out, right? Sometimes you always think you have the pieces, but stuff doesn't necessarily pan out. Look at San Jose.
Yeah.
For how many years that team has put together a star-studded lineup and
made noise in the season and the regular season.
Could never do it, right? So, I mean, they finally made that Stanley Cup final or the semifinals? Semifinals. So they got that far, right? So, I mean, you never know. Obviously, we're going to keep rooting for our Leafs nonstop, and hopefully Dubas has a plan here.
So now let's play the other card. Nylander doesn't sign, and you have to trade him. Where's he going? What are you expecting?
So the big thing right now is the offer sheet talk.
Which I actually would be okay with.
To get the first, second, and the third for him?
Mm-hmm.
Actually, depending on how much they offer, too. Like
it could be 2 first-rounders.
It could be the double first.
And a second and a third.
Yeah.
It would be what the Kessel deal would have been.
And that's the thing. Like, if guys want to overpay Willie at $10 million a year, that's actually... Is it 3 firsts, I think?
If it's $10 million, it's 3 firsts.
Yeah. Now...
think what collateral we could gain with that.
But 3 first pay. Oh, you're getting your defenseman that you're hopefully looking for. Like, you might...
I'm not even saying in terms of drafting.
Potential.
I'm saying in terms of utilizing those picks to trade.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You might be able to find that defenseman you've been looking for to help out, right? Now, if you have the couple firsts to throw around, you tell a team who's maybe rebuilding, hey, we want your defenseman. Here's a couple firsts to help you start that rebuild, and get things going.
Exactly.
But at the same time, are you comfortable enough with your forward group that Willie can take that hit and he's gone, right? So it's a lot of question marks, man, and that's why I said like I just hope that Dubas kind of has an idea on what the plan is here.
Alley-oop!
The Shanna plan, as they like to call it. Oh yeah, Nigel Cadbury just got dummied there. So that being said, I want to start hopping around the league a little bit here for the end of this game, and I'm sure we can touch on it in our next episode. Who are your big surprises? Outside of the Leafs.
You know what? I've really, and this is so contrary to being a Leafs fan, I have enjoyed watching the Montreal Canadiens.
I knew you were going Montreal or Ottawa for sure.
I have enjoyed watching the Montreal Canadiens. Max Domi has never looked better than his rookie year.
Oh my God.
Was that Riley?
That was Riley.
That's Riley.
This is like a typical Leaf game. Anderson's kept them in it, and here they are right back in the tie here in the third period. We have not been able to score.
Nope. I mean, we've killed a lot of penalties. Get on that.
Oh my God. Like, he's just seeing
I know, I'm writing
everything.
Right in his face. It means nothing, apparently.
Get back. Get back.
They're knowing me like that.
Yeah, I can't be letting Austin Matthews take shots like that. No dice. Oh, attaboy. I still feel better when Korpisalo in net.
Oh, God, yeah. He's square to the puck.
Yeah, he's getting there. He's a big body. Oh. That was Nosen again, too. Causing some issues there. Come on, Richie.
So, yeah, I've definitely enjoyed watching Montreal's game. It's unfortunate that they did lose De La Rosen to waivers today to Detroit. But,
oh, did they?
Yeah.
Jacob De La Rosen's now at Red Wing.
Yeah.
That's a nice pickup for Detroit.
Yeah, he's a good size. I think he was meant to be a little more offensive coming into the league. That never really came to fruition.
Well, of course not. When you're playing it.
Oh,
that's the rebound.
Pucks to the net.
That's what I'm talking about.
Pucks to the net.
That's a good hockey.
That's a schnoz.
That's Nosen again. Nosen again. Attaboy, Nosi. That's what, 5 on the year, 6 on the year?
It should tell us.
Yep, it will.
Or it used to.
6 on the year. And Richie. Oh, yeah.
Nice
good steal. In for Konechny.
Oh, I tried to go backhand.
That was almost the Kapanen goal.
I tried to go backhand.
That was almost the 2-on-1 Cappy and Austin Matthews.
Yeah, that was cutie.
But, yeah.
Oh, no.
Funny enough, I like that you hit on... Wow.
Way to stand up for yourself.
He's just like, get off me. Don't even get near me. Oh, my God. I hate these poke check penalties. They're garbage. The same way you're saying Montreal, Ottawa's been a massive surprise.
Yeah.
What you've seen from that young defense between Thomas Chabot and Lajoie, Maxime Lajoie, they've been incredible.
Look how good. I did not expect Tkachuk to be this good coming in.
Oh, yeah. Brady Tkachuk, too. Same thing.
Unfortunately, he's gone for a month now with a ligament injury. Yeah. But
again, Ottawa's not expected to do much this year. So, to them, it's a no loss. It's like, okay.
Shit. Oh, that's a huge save.
Attaboy.
Stand up, son.
Attaboy. So, I mean, that was kind of cool to see. I even went as far as to pick up Lajoie in the pool because the kid's on fire right now. How can you not pick? He's got about 6-7 points. The confidence is just beaming right now for those defenders.
I think one of the best so far stats I've seen this year is when LA was facing Ottawa, and with Chechi being out, the most expensive roster player being paid via Ottawa was Dion Phaneuf on LA. Because the percentage of this contract they were paying. I thought that was the best stat I've seen all year.
And it was it's funny because the Leafs, I don't mean to jump back into the Leafs, but the Leafs playing LA, and seen the two backup goalies fucking battle at it,
Yeah.
Jack Campbell and Garrett Sparks, and it's like, all right, buddy, battle the AHL goalies here.
I'm pretty sure that was like a repeat of one game last year.
Like, Jack Campbell was supposed to be an absolute
I've had
superstar.
such a hard on for him for so long.
Like, he was always in our freaking NHL fantasy drafts. We always had him as our goalie of the future.
Yep.
And this guy panned out to be nothing. Not even a backup goalie in the NHL.
Nope.
Like, it is insane.
A glorified AHLer.
He couldn't even excel there. That's the craziest part. He wasn't even that he dominated the AHL. So it's nuts. But again, nor here nor there. I kind of want to get into the lighter parts of some of the teams.
So, I mean, Montreal and Ottawa, they're not winning games per se, but they're putting on great hockey. I think is what I'm getting at.
The fun side of it.
Yes. A team that's definitely surprised me is I did not expect New Jersey to be undefeated.
Oh, my God. Yeah, Jersey's a weird one. How about Carolina?
Carolina was C-Mac.
Yeah, Curtis,
and the offense?
Yeah, Peter Mrazek and C-Mac while... oh, wow, that's a big hit. While Thing's been out, Darling.
Yeah.
And then you take a look, they got Svechnikov, the rookie, made the lineup. You got Fogle, another rookie from last year in the lineup.
Obviously, he's still doing his business.
Yeah.
And they lost Skinner.
I was going to say, you can't forget about the trade. They lost Skinner. They brought in Dougie Hamilton.
Yep.
Right? So, I mean, they flipped Elias Lindholm.
Which surprised me. I feel like I know they got the best player in the deal, but I feel like they gave up a lot more.
Did they ever? Did they ever? And that's why, to see that team come out and be more successful this season, like, shocking.
Yeah.
Buffalo's playing good hockey.
They're playing 500.
Carter Hutton not looking too shabby at all there.
Eichel being named captain.
That was in the bag. As soon as, he got Ray Shero fired.
Ray Shero fired and O'Reilly dealt.
Yeah. Let's be honest. It's Jack Eichel's team from the beginning here. It's a done deal.
Wow. He is your franchise player.
He is.
Him and Middlestad are the franchise with Dahlin.
Well, Middlestad hasn't done much. Dahlin's been a little slow to the start.
Well, what defenseman breaks into the league and makes a name for himself?
Luke Shen.
Yeah, Luke Stroops.
Hey, he played great hockey in his rookie season. He's not supposed to be a point guy. So, defensively, he was the stud that we expected. And then somehow got worse. So, it is what it is at that point.
Get it on that?
No.
That's going to bite us in the ass.
Yes, it is.
23 seconds.
Yes, it is.
Oh, there's someone helping out with the stick.
Oh, God. Get out!
Like your broken stick.
16-1. Trying to steal a big win here from Toronto. In Toronto. But yeah, man, I mean, it's a team who's been fun for me to watch as well is Vancouver. Elias Peterson has looked like
so bad for that kid.
A beauty. An absolute beauty. Oh, God.
I'm a little let down by Bozier a little bit. The fact that he only has, I think, like 4 on the year, 3 on the year.
He's starting a little slow.
He's starting a little slow.
But Peterson's just picked it up like it's fine.
But now he's down.
Well,
he's down for the count for the next 2 weeks.
Matheson put that guy into concussion protocol.
Put him through the
the Earth's crust.
Wake up his nest.
And now he's going to get destroyed by all of Vancouver. So, I mean, it's kind of one of those things.
Hey, put it there.
Yeah, that's a dub.
Mississauga.
Mississauga Ice Dogs take out the Toronto Maple Leafs in Toronto. Like, that's not an easy barn to come play hockey in.
They did put up a game here because we were up 3-0 at one point.
But is that not expected of them? Like, they're a quality team.
Yes.
So, with that being said, we're taking dubs, which is awesome. And now...
Oh, Willie.
Of course he does. But Nosen stepped up. Look at Korpisalo.
51 saves.
Look at the shots in this game.
Holy shit! When did we get 61 on net?
This was apparently a shooting gallery.
Holy fuck. When was the last time you ever seen 100 shots in a game? Over 100 shots.
With no overtime.
With no overtime, exactly. Holy shit.
So we talked through that whole episode and somehow put up probably one of the best games we played as Mississauga.
Isn't that always the case?
It is! Even when we used to just play as the two of us. It's crazy. Alright, so we are 1 game under 500 here. And let's go see where we're heading on the calendar. I can't remember if we made the choice.
I believe we're going to December now.
We're into December? Is that what the case was?
I'm pretty certain.
Or were we having a home game we were bound to play?
Well, the only home game is San Jose. And then everything else is December.
So is that it? It's the San Jose game, or are we going off to December?
I'm pretty sure it's December.
Okay, so let's go off to December. So who do we want to take on? We got a crazy big game coming up in Dallas. You got Vancouver. We could play at home.
Yeah.
3-17-1. Or Boston actually takes us to
January.
So, we have Calgary. We could also do.
Yeah, real deal James Neal. That's actually... Oh, no, that's not the game that we're going to
Or you got Washington, who's 18-2-1.
So back-to-back Washington, Dallas, 2 highlight teams.
That's a big one.
Those are 2 teams that will really determine where we are in the standings. Let's do it.
Yeah, I could do a Calgary, Washington, or the Dallas game looks to be a fun one as the away game.
Let's do Washington, Dallas. Done.
All right, we're going to head off to Washington here, guys. Let's see how the team does in the simulations. Let's pick up some more dubs here, boys.
Let's see if we can get above 500 going into that
There you go. That's a 4-3 win against the Rangers. Of course, a loss to Buffalo. We're just like Toronto in that sense. Roster management. Yeah, we're good right now.
No problem.
We're good. A little bit weaker than normal.
That's fine.
You got it. As a loss there, so we're back under 2 games under 500 after losing to San Jose.
Whoa, a 3-0. That's 3 ugly games in a row.
That's a shellac there. But what I do like is that we jumped right back in and took a 3-0 win against Calgary. Taking that all day.
Let's go. Okay.
We're just going to keep letting that roll through. I think we put the scouting as
or
go on your own. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's a different dynamic.
A little bit different, yeah. So we take out Ottawa. We beat Pittsburgh.
Okay, let's take Minnesota because then we can at least bring it to 500. Yeah, okay.
That's a shootout
We can
win.
come to 500 here.
21-7-1. We're 13-4-2. We got Washington here in the pipeline and Dallas 21-6-2. So we are in for
2 heavy hitters.
Very tough games.
We're like in the middle of the lineup right now.
Very tough games. So let's see. We got Athanasiou. Athanasiou. Is it Athanasiou? There you go. 22 points in 29 games is leading the team right now. Athanasiou. That's a tongue twister. All right, guys. Here you have it. We're 5-5 in our last 10. Washington's 5-5 in our last 10. We're right in there in the standings. We're really trying to hold through here.
Don't mind me.
Tom's just going to rip through this. Here you go. Konechny as well, tied at 22.
Richie, really?
Richie leads our team in goals.
Sure.
Insane. All right, guys, we're going to roll this one out right now. Chef Tom checks these stats. Whoa. You guys know what you got to do. Do me a favor, hit that like button as hard as you possibly can. We hope you're loving this content. We're trying to keep it going here. As I mentioned...
Hey, Steve.
Tobias, yeah. Steve, just know what's happening. As I mentioned, your boy got married. It's all done. Chef Tom and I now officially married off. I'm heading off for my honeymoon. And, that means there's going to be a little bit of a break in between some streaming and some of the content. But I'm going to try and set it to post while I'm away, similar to what I did years past. So try and keep up maybe 3 or 4 videos for next week. So like I said, if you're loving these series, guys, hit that like button. Let's get the videos up there. Let's keep growing the MMC brand. We're pushing 1,200 subscribers. So if you haven't hit subscribe.
Now's a good time to do it.
Yeah, you're going to want to stay a part of this. We got some great games flowing through here. So subscribe, share, and leave the fire comments. We do love those all the time and respond back to everyone. Now go check out below in the description as you're going to... Oh, this is going to find.
Yeah, that was a good jumble.
That was a good jumble there, right?
Yeah.
Did good. As you guys are always going to find, there is a description for the video. I try and make it story-based. I try and have fun with it, so I hope you guys appreciate that. And, of course, you're going to find all of our social media. So you got Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and Twitch. Our cousin Andrew is killing the game, guys. Go get live on that. You're going to want to be a part of it. He's really been super active with it, and it's been great. So go check that out. Be a part of it. Comment on the videos and stuff that he's posting. They're super fun. Let's just build up that network, that MMC fam that we've been working on for so long. And come check out Twitch when we get live. Make sure you're following with notifications on there as well so you know when we go live. Typically, we stream sometime between Monday and Thursday, usually about 2 to 3 times a week. Bare minimum, usually 2. And playing a wide array of games, guys. So wait for you to be able to talk with us, have it live, have it fun. So make sure you're being a part of that. And go check out our partners, Clutch Chairz. You got some promo codes down there. Why not? Get yourself a comfy gaming chair, a nice table to work on. They're great stuff. We tested it out first as consumers. And now you can save some money for that. And... the last but not least, the big one.
The shop.
The MMC shop at Redbubble. Go check them out. The link is there. 3 logos, wide array of products, cheap prices, good quality international shipping.
What more do you want?
What are your reservations? They always have sales. They're good sales as well. We're talking anywhere upwards of 25% off.
Can I trade you?
What more can you ask for? So Chef Tom apparently making a trade here. We're going to take a peek to see what this might mean on the next episode. So Chef Tom, roll him out, buddy.
You know what? Until next one, let's see if we can get that 500. We're going up against the top 2 teams in the league right now. Dallas, Washington, we're coming for you guys. The only way you're going to figure this out, what happens, is if you guys stay tuned. We'll see you there.